everybody. Welcome back to the second episode of the Triple Threat Podcast. We're back again today with me, your host, Josh, and I'm with my co-host, Livia.
Hey.
Ashlyn.
Hello.
And we're back at it again. We have our audio problems fixed this time, luckily, so you'll be able to hear both channels this time. So to start off, we're just going to do some fun little trivia that Livia had prepared for us coming up to the episode. So, Livia, you want to take it away?
Okay, so I have some trivia here. I don't know, kind of just jump in whenever you get the answer because we don't really have a buzzer system or whatever.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, sure, if you want to do that. So question number 1 is, what is the rarest M&M color?
Yellow.
Green.
No.
Neither.
No.
Purple.
No.
Okay.
Red.
No.
What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
What is it? We already guessed. So.
It's brown.
What?
They have a brown M&Ms.
When?
What? I would think that like regular M&Ms would be brown.
No, they have brown M&Ms.
Like, what is a regular M&M? What is the original M&M? What did it look like?
Like,
You know?
I've
Like,
never
what
searched
color
that
was
up.
it?
I've never.
I wonder because I mean,
Like,
because I know the rarest one is it says right here brown, so I don't know why would they even make a brown M&M?
you would think that would be the default color because chocolate.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. I gotta look this up.
It's the
real quick.
easiest probably to make too.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You just have to throw random stuff together and make brown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when you make a batch of cookies, it's kind of like that, different colors mixed together.
When M&Ms first hit the market in 1941, the original colors were red, yellow, green, brown, and purple.
Purple. I never see purple. I knew you could get them like customized, like for a wedding or whatever, but I wish they made more like different colors, like even vibrant ones would be cool. Okay. So, here's a second question. In a website browser address bar, what does www stand for?
World Wide Web.
Yep,
Oh my gosh,
you're right.
are you
Ding, ding,
serious?
ding. I win.
Okay. And what year were the first Air Jordan sneakers released?
1960.
1976.
No, for both of you.
1985.
Oh,
Close?
1986.
your guys are close.
84.
Yeah,
Aha!
1984. Which
Wow.
is surprising because I thought they're pretty popular sneaker. I thought they'd be earlier than that,
Can we
but
talk about how Ashlyn said 1960 though? Like what? 1960.
imagine like these like fancy people. They're like, "Do you see my new fancy shoes?" And it's like they pull out Air Jordans.
Like 1800s.
Yeah, basically 1800s.
Oh my goodness.
That's amazing. Oh, guys. Okay, so. Oh my gosh.
That's great.
Okay, so in a bingo game, which number is represented by the phrase two little ducks?
Excuse me?
Like if you're playing
Repeat the
bingo,
question.
and you're looking at your board, what number is represented by the phrase two little ducks?
22.
Yeah. Both of you guys got it right. I guess it looks like ducks. I mean, I kind of can see them.
That makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess.
yeah. So then there's this one. According to Greek mythology, who was the first woman on Earth?
Athena.
Nope.
Eros is not. That's a guy, right?
That's a guy.
Okay. I don't,
Aphrodite.
No.
I don't know then.
Okay, here's a hint. So it's something you open.
Pandora.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh, Pandora's
I
box.
got it.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know if you guys would know that or not, but Pandora, I guess.
It's been a hot
Pandora's
second.
box.
Yeah, Pandora's box. Yeah. Okay.
This is fun. Do you have more for us?
Yeah, I'm looking for a good one. Which singer's real name is Stephanie Joanne Angelina
Lady Gaga.
Gramada? How do you know that?
I remember that her first name was Stephanie. I don't know why, but I know it.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, I didn't even know what her first name was because you always just say Lady Gaga.
Right.
But yeah.
I'm full of useless facts.
Oh, that's how I am. I'll just like spit out something. It's not even like relevant. So
Right.
okay. Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo are the sons of which American female pop star?
What?
What?
If you guys don't get it, I'll give you a hint.
Kingston,
Kim Kardashian.
No.
Kingston,
Khloe
Zuma
Kardashian.
and Apollo.
and Apollo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Now let me do the math on this one. It's 3 kids, 3 names. Kanye West.
No.
Do you know
That's
the?
Kim Kardashian's husband, I guess. That's
Yeah.
a dumb guess.
I think didn't they divorce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Who is it?
Okay, so I'll give you a hint. So she spells this fruit in her song.
Gwen Stefani.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess she named her kids.
Really?
That's kind of cool. I mean, I like the names.
Quick.
Oh, why did I open up?
What were the names again?
Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo.
I mean, I can get down with Kingston and Apollo. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have a Zuma. Like, that sounds more like Zumba, like, workout.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like name your kid after that. It's kind of weird.
This is
Or
a little
like
off topic, but the girl that played Pepper Potts, her kid's name is Apple.
Pepper Potts?
Yeah,
Pepper
Gwendolyn Paltrow.
Yeah.
From what?
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's what?
Her daughter's name is Apple.
Oh.
I don't
Great.
know.
She should just name one of her kids Goop at this point.
Yeah. Goop.
After her brand.
Okay, so which country consumes the most chocolate?
Finland.
No.
England.
No.
United States.
No.
Really?
Country.
That United States is
Yeah, I know that, but a different country.
country. Give us a continent.
So this place is also known for. It's not known for cheese. It sounds like a cheese.
What does that even mean?
It sounds like a cheese.
The country sounds like a cheese.
Yeah. I think they're known for yodeling too.
Denmark?
No. Switzerland. Swiss.
God.
Or Lend.
It's like, please tell me it's Wisconsin or something.
Oh. Switzerland.
Okay, that makes sense now.
Swister Cheeserland.
Okay. What was the first toy to be advertised on television?
Raggedy Ann.
No.
Monopoly.
No.
What year?
It doesn't say a year.
Barbie.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
I was gonna say that shoe.
It's on
brand.
it's on a Toy Story 3 movie.
Mr. Potato Head.
Yes.
I was gonna say that
Boom.
that shoe brand that we mentioned from the 60s. That's not from the 60s. What
Huh.
was it? The Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordans. The toy.
Yeah.
Air Jordans.
What is the tiny piece at the end of a shoelace called?
The aglet.
Yeah.
The meniscus.
No.
What is it called?
An aglet. There was a
Aglet.
Phineas and Ferb episode about it.
Oh.
They spelled it out. I don't know how I
I
remember,
remember
that.
watching that as a kid. And I was like, yes.
That's funny.
Okay. Which of Shakespeare's play is the longest?
Macbeth.
No.
Is that a Midsummer Dream?
No.
Or, Hamlet.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It
It
is.
is
'cause
Hamlet.
I think they did
I was
trim it
gonna
down.
guess Hamlet.
Yeah, so Hamlet. I wish I read it. I never did.
It's awesome.
What is the tallest breed of dog in the world?
Irish Wolfhound.
No.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. It says on here unless it's lying to me, but
What's that dog that played Scooby Doo?
What?
Great Doberman. That's not
A Doberman?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Wait. What dog played Scooby Doo? Like
I can't tell you because then I'll be
What dog played Scooby Doo and what? It was a CGI dog.
no, like the reference off
Yeah,
of
the
it.
reference off.
I don't know.
Okay, never mind.
Come on, you guys know this dog.
It's an Irish Wolfhound.
It's not an Irish Wolfhound. It says Great Dane on here.
That's
Which
what
I don't
said.
think
That's
so
what I
because
meant.
isn't there like those wolf those not wolves they're like these big like dogs that like kill bears.
World's largest dog. The Irish Wolfhound is the tallest breed of dog recognized by the AKC and was originally bred as a big game hunter.
Are you serious? Okay, I'm sorry
The
guys.
biggest dog currently in the world is a Great Dane named Zeus, who
Aw.
is 7 foot 5 inches.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
That's
So
insane.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's technically right.
Do we still have more questions?
Yes.
Ooh.
How many ribs are in the human body?
17, 16,
36.
No.
22,
28.
23. All right, just tell us.
24.
We're just guessing.
24 ribs in your body.
Isn't it different for males and females? Don't women have like an extra rib or something?
Beats me.
Because wasn't that like the story of Adam or Eve and Eve?
Yeah,
or
they
whatever?
tore out one rib or something to make something.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just going by this website. I could be totally wrong. I was
I'm
wrong.
sorry to be
No,
calling
I
you
was
out.
wrong about the dog thing. This could be totally wrong. You never know.
Okay, go ahead.
What color eyes do humans mostly have?
Brown.
Yes.
Oh.
Which I don't know. Like, could it be different? Like, or is it usually just brown?
I'm pretty sure that blue and green are like not dominant traits, and brown is a dominant trait in like genes. So that's why majority of people will end up with brown eyes.
Yeah.
I think that's
Okay.
Do you want to do one more? Or?
yeah. Let's
Yeah.
do
We'll
one
do
or
one
two
more.
Yeah.
Two.
Two. Yeah. Let me see here. Which planet is the hottest in the solar system?
Saturn.
Venus.
Yes, Venus.
Took astronomy too.
And let me look here. Which British girl group had a member by the name of Mel B?
Oh, Spice Girls.
Yeah. I remember that because she was...
What was it?
Which British girl... Wait, give me 1 second. Which British girl group had a member by the name of Mel B?
Mel B.
Yeah.
Oh.
She was also a host on America's Got Talent with her... Was it the blonde hair lady Heidi? No, she wasn't in Spice Girls, was she?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I haven't watched in a while, but yeah, so that wraps up our conclusion with the quiz trivia stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Liv.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. And I'd say I came out on top.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have kept score. We didn't keep score. I totally forgot.
All right. So, in weird world news from the past month across the world, we have some pretty interesting stories that I want to get your thoughts on. First, from NPR, just in the past few days, 3 dead, hundreds injured after storms roused scorpions in Egypt.
What?
Wait, what?
A storm has awoken venomous scorpions out of their hiding places into the streets and homes
Oh
around
my
Egypt.
gosh.
3 people have died from scorpion stings, and 450 people have been injured by stings thus far.
You can-
the BBC reports.
You can treat that though, right?
Well, I would assume so.
But like, what is is it like kind of like a snake bite? You just get a shot, kind of?
That's a good question. But they have to be at least deadly enough to be killing people.
Yeah.
And I would assume, I'm just going to take a hunch that a good amount of these deaths were probably in villages that weren't very close to medical care. I could be wrong, but
It'd be cool if
Yeah.
they send out like medics, like in these villages and stuff, and kind of just stop it, because that's weird. Like, you never hear of like a storm rallying up all these scorpions. I mean,
Right.
you see them in the movies, like the old Egypt movies, like as these scary creatures. But like,
yeah, you don't think it's ever going to happen.
yeah,
Have you
or
ever-
like those
Crawl
big
out of
snakes.
the
Yeah,
ground.
Have you ever watched The Mummy?
yeah. The mummy
Yeah.
always has those in that.
You don't like that?
When the scarabs come out and they're all
Yeah.
Oh, and it like doesn't it crawl in their skin?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yes,
disgusting.
Yes,
It's gross.
I remember watching that as a kid, and I had nightmares for a very long time. And I just recently watched The Mummy like a year or two ago, and I really enjoyed it. But up until then, I was no.
Yeah, it's a weird part of it because it like crawls and you could just see it
Right,
moving.
and
And
yeah,
it's like
underneath.
and you can
their
actually like
skin.
feel it. No, I'm good.
Yeah, but
So-
it's really sad that happened. Though.
Yeah.
Those who have been injured are being treated with anti-venom in hospitals as well in medical centers that are located in more rural areas.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's good.
So it seems they are setting up outposts in rural areas where people can get help.
I mean, would you be able to kill them, or is it one of those population things where you can't kill scorpions?
Right. Or is it there's just so many of them and they're so small? I mean, if you think about a scorpion, it's not, I don't know if you've ever seen one like in a pet store or anything. They're only a few inches. So think about like a bug just crawling into your house while you're asleep or something.
Yeah.
Just like, you know. I don't know.
That's scary.
Vicious rains, dust storms, and snow are the reported cause, as well as snakes, not just scorpions.
I was gonna say snakes are like weird too. Like, do you ever hear the stories about like snakes sizing up their humans?
Oh, like when they start like getting up on
Yeah.
their back and stuff, and
It's like scary. Like, I don't know. I don't think I would ever have a pet snake because of that.
So these scorpions are some of the most deadly scorpions in the world. Egyptian fat-tailed
Oh
scorpions.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's some, apocalyptic type news. You don't really
No. Yeah.
storms bringing these things up. In lighter news, in out of this world news, broken toilet means SpaceX crew is stuck using diapers.
Wait, what? What? You're telling me SpaceX, their spaceship doesn't have a working toilet?
The astronauts who will depart the International Space Station as early as this weekend will be using diapers on the way home because of their capsule's broken toilet, reported from the Huffington Post.
Why can't they fix it?
I would imagine that to replace a toilet in a space capsule is probably very low on their list of things to make sure that's going right. Yeah, and it's not like it's a horribly long flight.
How long are they going? Do you know?
Here, let's find out. But they gotta use diapers while they're. So hopefully these astronauts expel their waste before they hop onto the capsule.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure how long. I know like space, like time up there is kind of different from Mars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, astronauts on the International Space Station, they experience like 8 sunrises and sunsets a day or something like that. It takes Dragon to almost 24 hours to catch up to the space station. So that's getting to it. I would assume that coming back to Earth maybe is easier.
You couldn't pay me enough to get on a spaceship.
Really?
No, I wouldn't. I'd cry.
I that's a lifelong dream of mine.
Really?
I would love it so much. I made like little model rockets growing up as a kid. I wanted to be like a rocket engineer, but I'm not good at math, so
Yeah.
that was never gonna come true. But like even now, like I have books on how to make rockets and
That's cool.
make propellant and stuff.
Jeez.
I love it.
That'd be scary. Like, so they're leaving, but do you know how long they'll be up there? Like, do you know, like in our time?
Oh, so missions to the space station can be anywhere from like 3 weeks to a year. It was a couple years ago, but there were 2 astronauts, a Russian and an American, that both spent a year in space.
So they could be in a diaper for a year.
Oh, no. So
I'm confused.
they're not. The International Space Station toilet isn't broken. It's the capsule that transports them from the Earth to the space station.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're wearing diapers on their journey from the space station to Earth.
Gotcha. Okay, well that's not too bad.
No, yeah.
But
they're
still,
not out there for months wearing diapers.
I was so confused. I was like, okay, I don't know too much about that like stuff, but that's funny. But I feel bad for them.
Yeah, I do too. That doesn't sound very fun.
No.
Okay, so in magical news, a New Zealand city is taking its official wizard off the payroll after over 2 decades.
What? There's a wizard?
Official wizard.
What's that?
It's an official wizard.
What do you mean? Like it's in New Zealand? It doesn't make sense, Josh.
Ian Brackenbury Chanel, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, is known as the Wizard of New Zealand. Apparently, even on official documents like his passport, he's been on the Christchurch City Council's payroll since 1998, receiving an annual salary of 16,000 New Zealand dollars. to provide acts of wizardry and other wizard-like services.
So cool. So what? He just kind of travels around town and just does wizard stuff.
Yeah.
So is it like
Miracles
witchcraft,
and
or is
magic
it
and
like?
stuff. I don't know, man.
I'm going to research further into that. That's kind of cool.
So he was excommunicated from his wizardry role because of his comments on women.
Oh.
He says, "I love women. I forgive them all the time. I've never struck one yet. Never strike a woman because they bruise too easily is the first thing."
Oh my gosh.
No, thank
No.
you.
Yeah.
Can they at least put him in Azkaban?
Can we get a different new wizard? Can we like promote a new wizard?
Yeah.
Can we get him off there so he doesn't be the new wizard and we just get a nice like wizard?
It seems that with his departure as wizard, the job title will soon become legend as well. There will not be a new wizard.
Dang.
Why?
Why? Why
I
not?
think they're coming to their senses that a country doesn't need an official wizard.
We need an official wizard.
Can you imagine him walking through the streets? Like, he would just be like a celebrity. That would be
Yeah,
awesome.
he'd basically a
Right.
celebrity. Hey, wizard man, do a flip, you know? Kind of like that stuff. I mean, I think that would be cool. We should do that with our country. We should start promoting someone as a wizard.
He was appointed Wizard of the University of New South Wales by the school's Vice Chancellor and Students' Union in 1969.
Huh, jeez.
In 1974, he moved to Christchurch and became a recognizable performer and public speaker, where he would dress in his wizard outfit.
Does he have like a wand or a hat or?
Yeah, it says long cloak and pointed hat.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
This is, oh my. I should have read more about this.
Oh, is there more to the story?
No, really, it's just it's interesting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we'll worry. I'll play later.
Yeah.
I'll search it up later. No, but I don't think it's a bad idea. We should have one for bring one to this country. It's like, hey, we got a question for you. Do you want to be like official wizard?
I'd volunteer as official wizard.
Yeah, just
What would you do as official wizard?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
you would hold babies for like pictures.
Yeah.
Like, smile with the wizard. Like a celebrity, basically.
Oh my goodness!
You can do anything you want as long as you put your mind to it.
Right, even magic.
Even magic.
Remember that, kids.
Stay in school, do magic.
So that's all I have for you in worldwide weird news
That
today.
was interesting.
That was interesting. I like the part about the diapers and how they have to wear them.
You don't like the scorpion?
Oh, the scorpions is crazy. I mean, I hope everyone's okay over
Yeah.
there because it's
Honestly,
nuts.
It's very apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's kind of
Devilish.
creepy if you think about it in a way.
Yeah.
Because you can like have like one scorpion or even like a little nest of whatever they do. They have nests?
They burrow.
They burrow, so they have their burrows or whatever. But to have like 10,000s of these just come out of the ground and be like, "Hey, we're
Just
here."
walking around the street.
Yeah, that's scary. Like that's creepy. It's like snakes. You know what I mean? Even I know they're not big like snakes, but to have big snakes like that, it's just you know what I mean? It's just crazy.
Yeah. So, up next, and on our final topic for our agenda today, we have childhood memories. Going to talk about a couple of things. So, what were some of y'all's favorite cartoons growing up?
So
You guys probably watched most of the same things.
yeah,
I would guess.
Yeah.
They're twins.
I
by the way.
remember I remember watching Scooby Doo, Where Are You?
Mhm.
And we would does cartoons include like movies? Can we do that?
We can-
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
we can-
we watched Monsters Inc. like crazy.
I love monsters.
on Monster Inc. is great. We used to watch that, and then we watched the old live action, the first Scooby Doo one where they go to
Spooky Island.
Spooky Island.
I love
And that one's it's so good. And then we did watch the second one all the time, like Monsters Unleashed, and we didn't really watch more we watched more movies, I believe.
Mhm.
But some cartoons like I missed watching was like I used to watch like Hannah Montana and like all that stuff. Hey, don't laugh. I was a kid.
I watched it too.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
was a
gonna
good
lie.
show. And Kim Possible here and there.
I
I
never got into Kim Possible.
It was pretty
Yeah,
good.
me neither.
And we even watched some Nickelodeon like SpongeBob, but we got to Cartoon Network and we watched Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh yeah,
That's a good show. And we watched Codename Kid Next Door.
that was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
those are good shows. And then what else did we watch from there?
I remember.
Oh, Teen Titans.
Yeah,
Teen Titans original.
Because I remember we had a VHS tape and we watched Thumbelina, and it wasn't like a Disney movie or anything like that. It was from a different company. And my mom loved it, and so we would sit there and watch it all the time because it was like a little, fairy or whatever. And I loved it. It was like my favorite.
I don't think I ever saw that.
Yeah, it wasn't from Disney. It was from some other company of some sort.
But we watched some cartoons. Most of the time we watched movies or did anything else because we had each other to hang out with.
Right.
So we really just hung out basically.
Yeah.
And we didn't really watch as much TV as probably any other kid would, but we usually just hung out. So
Right. I watched a lot of Nicktoons, like Cat Dog.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, I love Cat Dog. I rewatched it the other day. I think it's on like Paramount Plus or something. I was sitting there and I was like 4 episodes in before I knew it. Just like I was a kid again. Hey Arnold,
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
that's a good one.
Rocco's Modern Life,
Yeah, that's good.
Rugrats,
Rugrats is good.
All Grown Up. This might be controversial, but I really liked All Grown Up as a kid.
I never
know
heard
a lot
of it.
People didn't. Really?
I don't think so.
It's the Rugrats in high school.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, that was a pretty good one. What was the one with the kids skating around? And they had, like goggles and stuff.
Rocket Power.
Rocket Power. That's it. That's the one.
Yeah, that I watched that one a lot too. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like when we were younger, like we grew up with like the people always say, "Oh, it's only 90 kids will understand this," but like 90s through like
Early
2000,
2000s.
yeah, we had like the same exact cartoons,
Yeah.
and people sometimes don't understand that, or we grew up with like same exact video games, like a Nintendo Lite, or like stuff, same exact
Game
stuff,
Boy.
yeah, and all that stuff, and people are always like, "Well, it's only 90s kids." No, early 2000s grew up with that too,
Don't forget us.
Yeah, don't forget us. Yeah, we had, That's So Raven was good, and
Yeah.
Sweet Life.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was a good one. I like the Sweet Life on Deck was pretty good too.
See, I never really liked that one.
It wasn't as good, but
No.
it was one of those things. It was like whatever cartoon was on, we probably watched it, so
Right.
we
yeah.
weren't picky. So
I really liked Arthur, like when I was a kid.
Arthur.
Did you ever watch
I
Arthur?
never got into that.
Oh, I love Arthur. He's so cute. The whole premise of the show is so precious and wholesome.
wait,
I
you
love
mean
it.
BW and
Yeah,
them?
yeah,
Yeah.
little aardvark.
Aardvark. Okay, that's what they are.
Aardvark.
So wasn't that controversial because she like called him stupid all the time, and people were like get mad about it?
I think that was pretty normal back then.
Yeah, but like some people like with cartoons when we were younger and stuff, they're like, "Oh, you don't want to watch this, so
Oh,
stupid
yeah,
in
yeah.
it." And then we're like, and then we watched Drake and Josh, of course, and then that was like,
Yeah.
That aged well.
yeah, I was gonna say that aged well. And they were gonna make a remake of it all, and then that
Oh, were they?
I thought they were going to because you remember they made a new iCarly that looks good.
Right.
That
right.
actually
That
does
actually
look
looks
really
good. It's on Paramount Plus.
Oh.
I was gonna watch that. It looks really good, and they swear, of course, because it's for older kids like
growing
us,
up.
And well, now we're adults, but you know what I mean when we're kids. But it looks really good. So hopefully I could catch on to that.
Any other ones?
Not that I know of. That's all I can think of.
So, I know y'all are excited about this next one. So, embarrassing moments from your childhood.
Okay, can I?
Not from school, just in your childhood.
Josh, do you want to go first?
No, y'all.
Okay, so, wait, is this the for school or just
Just
anywhere?
Just childhood.
Oh, just childhood. Okay, so we had an old house and we were all crammed in one room. And for some reason, I was sleeping on the ground and I had a Webkinz unicorn. I loved that thing. That was like the love of my life. I would do anything for that unicorn. Livy leaned over one day and puked on it. So it took a trip to the washer and did a little spinny thing. And I was screaming and crying like, my unicorn! It came out with a mullet because it got washed.
It's like a mohawk type
Getting
deal.
So-
ruined.
Yeah, so I mean, it was clean, of course. So like, I still have it, and it looks like it's been through like everything.
It's been through hell.
Yeah, and
But she always yelled at me. But I don't even remember waking up when I puked. I think I just leaned over and puked, and then she goes,
Right.
"My unicorn!" And basically, she sounds like the little girl from Despicable Me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we had to all sleep downstairs, and she said she like watched it go through the washer.
Yeah, it was like 12 in the morning.
Unicorn's drowning.
Yeah, and my mom's looking at me. She's like, "It's okay, honey." I'm like, "No, it's not. I
My
need to save her."
unicorn's drowning.
That's funny.
I had some. I mean, do you want to go, Josh?
Sure. I
Okay,
can.
yeah. Let's hear yours, and then I'll think about mine.
It's more. Yeah. Okay. So, I grew up in Mississippi in a pretty poor place. You know, our house wasn't very good. A few rooms, and there were some holes in the house. There was some mold in the house. You know, just not a very good place. But there was this what me and my sister thought was a swamp behind our house. Okay.
Oh no.
So there was like tall grass, flies, all the works you would think that would be in a swamp, right?
Is this how Mississippi is like?
And some of the places.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so me and my sister always loved playing in this swamp. There were like boards going through it that you could walk on through the swamp to get through the field behind it, right? And our mom would always get really upset when we got this mud on our clothes. And, you know, she would always tell us to not go out and play in there, right? So turns out, you know, fast forward however old I am, 22, 23, it wasn't a swamp. It was our sewer system
Oh.
coming up through our yard.
Oh no.
So it was a shit swamp.
Oh my gosh.
And
gosh.
that's why our mom got so upset when we go play
Oh
in it.
my god.
Why wouldn't she tell you guys?
Not
She didn't want to
go
ruin the
back
fun.
there. I get ruin the fun. We were playing in crap.
She didn't want to ruin the fun.
She didn't want us going back there at all.
Oh
but
my
you know, we're
gosh.
kids. We'd do it anyways.
Hey, but you're still okay. You made it out of there. Like.
Hey, yeah.
I don't remember much from like when I was younger, but I remember one time I was at. Are we allowed to talk about the kids, like the ones in elementary?
Go ahead.
There was one time I was sitting beside this girl and I opened up my milk and I spilled like a carton of milk on her.
Like on accident?
But yeah, it was an accident. I actually dropped it and it went all over her. What other times?
I have a question about elementary and school in general. Did
Yeah.
they keep you guys in the same classes?
Yes, until we hit fourth grade, which we had. We only switched between another class. So I had one teacher, and then we'd switch. So say it was, this is a generic name, like Mr. A, and then Mrs. C. Okay, so
Right.
Mr. A, I had him as my homeroom teacher, and I switched with Mrs. C. Like for a different subject. Like I would stay over there for like 3 subjects and I'd come back for my other 3 subjects.
Yeah.
So she would be in my switch class. So we would switch. And then when we hit middle school with our switch, like all of our classes, we had some classes together, but most of the time we didn't
Okay.
because they switched it up and they're like, well, you guys are older now. You're fine, you
Right,
know?
You don't need to be.
And my parents thought it was easier if we had the same exact teachers when we were younger because of homework and stuff. But now we're
That
like,
makes
you know,
sense.
heck with homework. We can do it
Yeah.
ourselves, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember if other stories.
Do you have any other stories, Josh?
School ones. Yeah, all my stories are from Mississippi. So like whenever I lived in Mississippi, it was still okay for teachers to paddle kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How
so,
old? No offense, but what year was this?
So when I really remember, it was when I was like 6 or 7. So I was kindergarten, first grade. So 2002.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh huh. I left
Huh.
in
But that was-
2003.
Was that a different like law over there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Goes state by state. So yeah, I'm guessing that you guys didn't grow up with.
No.
Anything like that.
No.
So some of my most vivid memories of school in Mississippi are like kids being drug out into the hallway.
Oh
and
my
paddled.
gosh.
And all you hear is everybody sitting there quietly in the classroom. You just hear whack, whack,
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
and then you're sitting there quiet because what if the teacher comes back in and you're laughing or making a noise or
Yeah.
something to take
Yeah.
you out and paddle your butt too.
So did you not like school because of that?
I feared authority because of that.
Yeah.
So that, without a doubt. And well, where I was going with that, there was one time the teacher was really mad one day, and we had specific bathroom times where we were supposed to go to the bathroom. We
Yeah.
could still go whenever we really wanted to, but if it was like 30 minutes after bathroom break, teacher wouldn't be very happy.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a mess in my pants one day because I didn't want to be taken out and paddled for asking to go to the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an embarrassing moment. I had to deal with that.
Were you in a public school?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Because I don't remember. I mean, we were younger, but like, really, like,
No, I mean,
2002.
Yeah.
That's strange.
It's a different world.
Yeah.
Different rules and
That's still scary though.
Well, parents down there would expect a teacher to discipline their kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a different mindset.
That's weird.
I don't know if it's that way anymore. I don't know if kids still get paddled or anything, but this was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
See, the only other memory I can think of, embarrassing memory is I was playing basketball. Me and Livia and this other kid I was friends with. It's probably 4th grade, 5th grade. And we're playing basketball and he tripped me and I scuffed up my knee. That's it. That's all I remember.
Do you remember the time you jumped from a swing and literally ate the bark mulch? She goes on the swing really high, and we're allowed to jump off swings. It depends on what teacher you had in elementary, but they didn't care as long as you were safe. She's going up really high. I'm like, Ashton, jump, jump, jump. She jumps, wham, smacks the bark mulch and almost literally eats it. And one of the teachers walks over. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. I remember a couple times just falling and tripping and scuffing my knees up because I remember just being clumsy. Yeah. But I remember I was really shy in elementary school, so I always do stuff and I probably just freak out about it. But then I got to middle school and high school, I'm like, heck with this. So, but I'm trying to remember of other stuff.
It is still you're still allowed to strike students, and most of the South and some northern states like Missouri, Idaho, Oklahoma, those Midwest states. Mm-hmm. For Mississippi in particular, it's banned for students with disabilities or special education. So I guess that's a plus. Mm-hmm. But there's still a lot of those southern states where nothing is banned.
Oh wow!
If you get in trouble, it's up to the teacher.
Yeah,
and they can do corporal punishment, as it's called.
They usually just for us sent us out in the hallway. Or just pulled our desk away and put it right beside the other teacher's desk.
It's been banned in PA since 2005.
Oh, wow.
So we just started school in 2006 or 7, right?
Yeah.
So we...
Just missed it.
Yeah, just missed it. So that's why I was like, why? Because I keep forgetting you're a little bit older than us, Josh. Right. So I'm like, But yeah, that's strange.
That's weird. Strange. I don't really remember getting in trouble as much. There was one time in high school, Ash and I were goofing around and we pushed each other. And I pushed her against, she pushed me first. So I pushed her against this fire extinguisher holder, those cases. Okay. And this teacher comes out, hey, knock it off, you. He points at me. I'm like, she started it. And then we got in trouble for running up to a class.
We never got in trouble though.
We would full on smack each other.
And I know we're supposed to be talking about childhood stories, but honestly, in general, even when we were kids at home, we would push each other, and it was just because we're joking around or something.
There was that one time in my childhood, it was not fun. You pushed me against a radiator and cracked my head open.
Oh yeah, that was
bad. We're goofing off, and my mom's like, okay, whatever, kids. She knows us pushing each other, and she pushed me, and I hit my head off a radiator.
Wow.
And I was sent to the ER and I had to get stitches in my head, but it was an accident, but it was one of those things. It was I don't remember feeling anything, and then I remember my mom putting me in the tub, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my head's bleeding.
Right.
It was one of those things. I didn't feel any pain. I just felt my head, and it was just one of those times where I didn't know what was going.
I have an experience like that. I was 5 and I got attacked by a pit bull.
Oh my gosh.
And I have a bunch of scars all over my
face.
Oh
jeez.
I don't know if you can see them, but it destroyed my face. All I really remember is running back home with blood covering my hands,
gosh.
blood streaming over my face. Had to go to the hospital. They glued up my forehead.
Oh my gosh.
All over. And yeah.
Were you outside just playing? And
I was outside with the neighbors whose dog it was, actually, with their boys. And I was probably... It was a long stretch of dirt road that was in between our houses. We were probably about halfway in between. And we see the dog. He's off the chain because the owner is cleaning the dog kennel or whatever. So dog sees us, starts running at us.
Oh my gosh.
They start running. And for some reason, I was trying to hop on my bike because I thought maybe I'd get away quicker. And I was having trouble getting on my bike, and dog just tackled me down and got on top of me. And then the neighbor whose dog it was, I guess he ran all the way from his house to me and got the dog off me, and
Jeez.
yeah, I was scared of dogs for a long time.
Yeah.
See, I never experienced anything to that extent. You know what I mean? To that bad of an injury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's scary though.
Yeah.
Well, these things happen.
What do you mean these things happen? That's scary. That's terrifying. Especially because you say like it ripped your face apart basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's good you got it all glued together though.
Yeah.
They put me back to.
Yeah.
So, any others?
I'm trying to think of other ones.
Don't want to end on a sad one like that.
Softball story.
So
So
this was back in like, when did you get your eye injury? Sixth grade?
can I tell the story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
it's your story.
We went to a birthday party.
Sixth grade.
Sixth grade. And I was playing softball with this little kid, and I was like, oh, he knows how to aim. He knows how to throw. He didn't know how to aim and throw.
Right.
Hit me right in the eye.
Oh.
And
She was laughing and crying.
and crying, and I had to hold a Pepsi can to my face because they didn't have any like ice or anything,
yeah,
so
yeah.
which was fine. And my parents picked me up, like, "Oh, you look okay." Next day, fractured orbital bone,
Oh.
looked like a purple golf ball,
Oh my.
and I
goodness.
never broke anything.
Our
in my
dad
life.
had the photo of it, yeah.
Yeah, and I never, and so I missed ice cream day at school, which
Oh,
that was a bummer.
dang.
And my mom drove me to the hospital, and my dad calls and he goes, "Hey, do you think Ashlyn could play tonight at the softball game?" My mom's like, "Are you insane? She can't even see out of her one
Do you
eye."
know what my dad did then? Bought her one of do you know like when you play softball they wear the face mask
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you don't smack, because there's a law about that, but
Got one of those.
she got one of those and stood in the outfield, and she looked so out of place that day. I'm like, oh my gosh, my dad.
Usually you wear them in the infield
Right, like the
because
pitcher or
line
something.
drives
Yeah.
or anything.
Yeah.
But I looked like an idiot standing out there with this big, huge.
I imagine that's the last place you want to be. Also.
Yeah,
after
And
getting
it was
smacked in the
Christmas. I
face.
mean, not Christmas. It was ice cream day, and where we live, our right across from it is an ice cream stand where like it's like affiliated with our school. So of course it was like the best soft served ice cream just across the street.
Right.
So of course she's over. I'm eating ice cream, and I know she's like in the hospital. I'm like living the best life, and she's.
What a sucky sister.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
even say Manny.
I'm like, yeah, I'm over here eating ice cream.
And my mom did feel bad. She's like, "We'll get you a milkshake on the way home," and then because I had to go to Pittsburgh the next day to the hospital so they can look at it. And the guy's like, "So what happened here?" And I was like, "Well, a kid hit me with a softball." He's like, "You could have just told me you were in a bar fight. You should have just said that." And he's like, "Yeah, it'll be fine. You don't have to get surgery or anything. It just grows."
Well, the kid was so close to you because you were batting. He was a catcher, and he was
Yeah.
gonna throw the ball up for you to hit. I think he like literally.
Yeah.
And so I remember running you over. I'm like, here's a Pepsi can. Here's a Pepsi against your eye, because I panicked. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go hit in the eye.
And that's the thing that like surprised me too. I had my glasses on. I didn't have them off. So usually I was like thinking, oh, my glasses is gonna, you know what I mean?
Right.
Suppress the, make sure I don't get, that didn't work.
And then tell them about every time you get a cold.
Oh, and then every time I get a cold, it puffs up. My eye puffs up a little
really?
bit. And I went to the doctors.
Must have messed up your sinuses.
Yeah.
Or something.
And I went to them and they're like, yeah, you're fine. I'm like,
And then couldn't you go underwater,
Totally
like
fine.
swimming for a while too?
yeah, because pressure.
Pressure.
But,
But-
you have,
Wow.
did you have any more stories, Josh?
No.
Livy?
I feel my childhood was really chaotic, so I feel like I have more. I just can't think of them right now, and I'm really mad at myself.
Well, I think we've reached a pretty good point
Yeah.
for today. And good stories, good trivia,
Yeah.
some fun news. Good episode.
Yeah.
Any last words for our audience before we go?
If we don't see you or talk to you in the next couple weeks, Happy Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving.
Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. I'm just gonna cover them all if we don't get back to this. So
Probably see you before Christmas.
yeah,
hopefully.
hopefully we do a Christmas ep.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
We should do a Christmas ep.
Do that.
We should do. Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, that's it today for us on the Triple Threat podcast. I am Josh.
I'm Liv.
I'm Ashlyn.
Thanks for joining us. Goodbye.
Bye.